spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Golden Gophers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Ohio State's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And Jesse, this offense is built around a guy who could be a generational talent at wide receiver.
This offense is explosive because of that guy. He can take routine catches and turn them into long touchdowns. He can take the top off of the defense. They're going to throw his way early and often in this game, Dave.
And I can tell you already, the defensive coordinator is not enjoying his life. Like, every single play, you better know where he is. He can wreck a game in one play, can hit the home run at any time. All eyes will be on him.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Sayed. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement, and they're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Firing to the right, complete. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Golden Gophers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things. And with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll do it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Man, interesting play call on 3rd and long. I think we're thinking pass and which matchup do they try to exploit? And they try to sneak a run in there, and the play's fine. I mean, they run the option very unsuccessfully, small gain, and now we got 4th down.
And the Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. Heavy heat, and they block it. And after the block punt and all that followed, they'll start this drive inside their 30. Look Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The give out of the gun. Turning it on! He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! First points of the day are on the board. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Bringing the heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we could go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young, just recently, the guys that they put their hand in the dirt and they go make things happen, get after quarterbacks like you see right here.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Pressure coming, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Ball was loose in their own end zone, and the defense recovered it for a touchdown.
And the defense right now flying around, getting to the ball carrier, knocking the ball loose, running into the end zone, jumping on it for a touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He'll start the return inside his 5. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And some room to work. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. And if he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. He's going to take off.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it. he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Golden Gophers can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
He'll keep it on the sneak. The last thing you need is this guy getting knocked around. Wisely avoids the hit with the slide.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up, something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Now the lead is down to 11.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Oh, he's got some space. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Sayed. Got his man. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes are on the move. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the run, it's Peoples. Hard running there.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go. All alone as he catches it. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's caught downfield. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the Buckeyes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides the back on the option to give. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Oh, they're after him. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. This offense really needs to get something going right now, already down 17-3.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw. It's Lindsey. Lofts one high and deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, the defense was expecting that one, guys. You saw two defenders around the intended target to the perimeter of the field. Nice job anticipating where the quarterback was going.
And the Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. Don't forget, he had that first punt blocked. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Strong, firm tackle.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple and really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
The Buckeyes are marching down the field. Off play action on 1st down. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
To the air on 1st down. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
And this offense has done a good job coming out the gate strong. They've been really, really good. This is the type of play, man, you can give momentum back to the defense, swing it back to the other side if you're not careful with the football.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wide receiver going in motion. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. The screen, he can go! And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Now they'll run the draw. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. To the air, it's Lindsey. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Looking downfield on first down. Great protection, and down the middle it goes. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Unloads quickly. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. He's gonna throw deep right side. Got it! Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Golden Gophers line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early.
Breaks into the open. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Buckeyes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down, first down, first down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Reading the option, it's Sayin. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Red pass, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts, and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a 1st and goal.
Quarterback on the keeper. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys, they've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
Man, that hurts because 2nd down, you got everything in front of you, the whole playbook open. Now you get a lost yardage play. Now it's 3rd down. Now it puts those feet to the fire a little bit more. Now you better come up with something you really love in this area of the field.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Gets it to him on the screen. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, it was a great effort throwing to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on 3rd down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. 4th, you're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do?
And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Golden Gophers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give on the counter. Minnesota has been perfect in bowl games under P.J. Fleck. Now the challenge, row that boat into deeper postseason waters.
But this is a guy who's very tenured in an era of college football where there's so much turmoil and turnover at the head coaching spot. Minnesota has found their guy in consistency. I think he's a guy who motivates this team extremely well, Dave, and because of that each and every year, this has got to be a program you keep your eye on.
Always, and they're always a team that's knocking on the door of beating some of these better teams that are playing for national titles or playing to get in the college football playoff. Just consistency, defense, toughness, always have a running game, don't beat themselves. That's what you expect from Minnesota football teams.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. The lone back's got it. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Lindsey. Hit as he throws. Complete to the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Great job by the receiver catching that curl route. And did you see the way he came back to the football? That's a great lesson for a lot of young receivers out there. You create separation by coming back to the quarterback.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Wants to go up top on first down. Right on the money. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Golden Gophers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And how about this defense, man? They just keep making plays. Another forced turnover and another touchdown. Man, they don't just scoop these fumbles up. They're scooping them up with the intent to score. Their 2nd fumble return for a touchdown today.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. On target to the left. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Now the play fake. Got him downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Pulls and fires complete.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
And the Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll give it to the back. Breaks the tackle. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. The Golden Gophers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. There he goes. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pocket breaking down. He's got his man. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Floats it out in space. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, that completion now sets up a critical 3rd down here in the red zone for this quarterback. His offense, his team is trailing by a lot. They're going to need him to start making plays consistently, and he's going to have to do it when the defense knows he's about to throw it. And that's exactly the situation right here. 3rd down in the red zone. The quarterback has got to step up on this next play.
And the Golden Gophers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Tries again to get it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
This defense has forced a couple of 3rd downs, but they haven't been able to get off the field. Can they force the field goal attempt on 3rd and goal? They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Paul.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Are forced to settle for 3. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. QB draw.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They ran it on 1st down, now on 2nd. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Grab near the marker, it's Tate. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Handoff to the single back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. He's going to run it. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Those always sting a little bit. When you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive, just really annoying as a defensive guy.
And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw. A strike downfield. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's Sayin. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
The Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Looking for blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Rides to back and leaves it. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Back to pass, it's Sayin. Makes the grab. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quarterback keeper. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Not a lot of room. It found its way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Nice job by this defense stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they can corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Sometimes you might be tempted to get a little tricky there. Got a quarterback, he can fall forward, he can move the chains. Just do that.
Reese, I agree, because if I can't get short yardage situations with a quarterback sneak, I don't deserve to win anyways. So I better be able to toughen up, get a little bit of push, and get the yardage.
Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy, but tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll run play action. Looking left. Got his man downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
The Golden Gophers look to keep this drive humming. Looking to pass. It's Lindsey. Got a man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. Now don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Under fire. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The Buckeyes will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. From midfield, looking for room. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
The Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
Yeah, and you could tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. That's one of those plays where he puts it on the money, and you just try to make yards after the catch, but keyword being after the catch.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
You got to be so careful too, Dave, because on 3rd and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage too, because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football, knowing where the sticks are. They break on it, and they get the big interception.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
And the Buckeyes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Caught near the sticks. It's Tate. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll move the wide receiver to the ground with the back. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground with the running back. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Under fire. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
What a 3rd down stop by this defense. 3rd down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Well, he won't have any problem with the distance, but the angle could be a different story from the left. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget it. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And the Golden Gophers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads, read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender. And they're reading him. And basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So, good luck stopping him.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Punt is on its way. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. Gets it past the marker. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas, get it together.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. He'll keep it himself. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Tracy. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll leave it with him. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Dropping back, it's Lindsey. He's got him. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one matchups, and this quarterback really feels a good rhythm when he's looking his way.
The Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. Got enough for the 1st. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So 1st down will open up the final period. To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
And the Golden Gophers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. He's got his man, makes the grab. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
The Golden Gophers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Finds his big tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in third and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up first and goal.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Second and goal for this offense. Slams ahead. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Power ahead. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on fourth down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. They brought the heat, and they get him on the ground, and a fourth down sack stops this drive cold.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a fourth and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Give to the running back. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Running to Green. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Golden Gophers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll sneak it. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
To the air, it's Lindsey. Makes the grab, it's Tracy. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
The Golden Gophers have their offense in high gear. Back to the ground game on the left. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Got his man quickly.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
They'll ride the hot hand. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Breaks into the open. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Touchdown, Ohio State. Fitted in the window for the score.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Wide open downfield. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, there's not a running back in the country that doesn't want to get fed and get fed and get fed, and he has been. He's been fed, and now he's up to 150 yards, so great productive day for this running back and create a lot of balance on this offense.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Right back to the well. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Sayin. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Yeah, and the defensive lineman, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Leaves it with the running back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
Off the play fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. One more play to pad the stats. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over.